Hello, it's me again. Bonnie, the ENTJ female personality type. Don't know it? Look it up. Google that shit. Um, yeah, ENTJ is a very dominant personality type, and I guess what I want to talk about today is like being in a relationship, living with an ENTJ female. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, let's see here. We are, there's pros and cons of being in a relationship, serious relationship with the ENTJ female. I think one thing that kind of sticks out is the demanding portion, which is a pro and con. We have demanding expectations, high expectations. Like we're going to demand a lot of our relationship, of ourselves, and of our partner. Which can be good too, because we're not lazy. We're not lazy in a relationship either. We also kind of let it go. Oh yeah, whatever. Relationship, kind of just let it. We'll never put our relationship on the back burner ever. That's probably gonna be our number one thing. It's like our, our man in our relationship together. This collar is kind of choking. Help me. Yeah, one of my chihuahuas and I have matching necklaces. This is gay. Anyway, okay. And let's see here. Yeah, we like structure our relationship. We like strength in our relationship. We're really, really dedicated to it. And that can be overwhelming to another personality type. Especially the kind of guys who are a little more relaxed, a little more into dating and less serious relationship, serious like devotion and forward, because that's how we are. You're either someone we're just dating, which means we're probably dating other people, or we're single, or we're in a dead serious relationship, like all or nothing. And if you're not going to give all into a relationship with a female ENTJ, she's probably not going to take a crap. She's probably like, all right, well, see ya, It is really important to her. She has high expectations for her relationship, which is good. I think most people should have that. Or what are you doing? I don't know. But yeah, we will put our relationship before a lot of other things. But we're also able to handle our lives and what's going on while being very involved in our relationship. So it's pretty good. It's good. Let's see. We are really big on communication, whether it's something we both need to understand together, or in general, we just like to talk with our partner. And in general, we like to talk to people. We're social. We're extroverts, obviously. Let's see. My throat's kind of sore. I haven't talked all day because I'm third shift. To use my voice. Well, sad. Anyway, let's see. Because some people, actually, my man, they're real focused on certain things like work, or how they're gonna make more money for something, or a specific hobby that involves a lot of effort. Maybe working out a lot, trying to get really fit, and really focus on that. We don't have to do that. We can be, I'm gonna go work out and be really into it, and then when we're done, turn it off. Turn it off. We can have a lot of different things going on in our lives and be equally devoted to each of them, fully. And that's not going to take away from how involved we are in our relationship, which I think is a really good quality. Let's see. Another thing with communication, Do not ever be with an ENTJ female and be dishonest. If you're the type of person that even does white lies, don't be with us. Don't. Because we will find out. We're really good at reading people and not really reading your mind. Not really. Because you don't tell us what you're thinking. We're going to be like, whatever, they're fine. We're not going to be like, oh, what's he thinking? What's he feeling? We're not going to do that. If you don't tell us, okay, I guess you'd feel it. I guess it wasn't important. But we are good at reading people, especially if you're with us. We can read that shit. And now, especially if you lie, we look you right in the eyes and you do it, we know. We might say, I've even done this in a relationship, where I'll confront him with something. If, came across it, knew he had lied about something, and presented it to him. And we're going to give you, at least I can speak for myself, I don't know any other female ENTJs, but we're going to give you the opportunity to come clean. Because in a sense that can kind of wash yourself, okay, he did the right thing, he came forward about it, and then give him the correction, like, you do not lie to me again. And it'd be a dead serious thing, Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, type thing. Let's see. But yeah, if you lie to us, we'll figure it out. And we'll give you that one shot. But if you jack that shit up again, that's it. That is it. We're very, very loyal. And if we do not get that back, then we don't have time for you. We don't. Because if you're willing to lie to us, then you're willing to jeopardize. And just jeopardizing the relationship, that's jeopardizing trust with me, and that is unacceptable. And we're not going to just take it. We're not going to really take anything. You know what I mean? We just don't. We're dominant, we're confident, we're loyal, and we're very dedicated. So we're not going to take shit. You know what I mean? Let's see. Also, it'd be very, very unlikely we would lie to you. We don't have a reason. If there's something up, we'll just tell you. Or if we want to be with someone else, we will leave you. Like, we'll tell you, hey, I found somebody else. I'm leaving you. We'll just say it. We're not going to go hide and sneak around behind your back. But if we're with you and we are dedicated, which we are, we're very, very dedicated people. Unless you're jacking shit up really bad on your end, in which case we're not going to take it. We're probably going to take care of that right away. We are very loyal. We're not going to lie. We're not going to cheat. If it is not working out, which is pretty hard to make an ENTJ quit a relationship because we're so devoted and stubborn and involved. But we know when it's done, it's done. When we're done, we cut it off, finished, and we walk away. We're pretty good at doing that. Once we decide something, it's decided. We are not wishy-washy. Yeah. Let's see. We're very focused on the strength and stability of a relationship. And back to the whole lying and sincerity. We can forgive you, but we will never forget it. We will not forget it. And it's not we're going to throw it in your face. But if you do it again, we're going to catch you so fast. And then you're going to be gone. That's it. You're gone. Okay, let me see here. Okay, living with us, we are real structured. And we like progress. So if we have a house, which I do, I'm continually trying to work on the house or make things better or prettier, trying to bring things out in the house. I have a lot of house plants, which I kill a lot because I'm retarded, but I can do them. I know, it's terrible. Yeah, like, we like structure, we like things to look nice, we like progression, we like things to be the best. And that goes for a lot of stuff. How we do our job, we're very dedicated at work. Why do something half-ass when you can do it 100% the first time? That's how we are with a lot of stuff. I think that's I'm ex-military, and I think that made that pretty easy for me as far as getting things done. I had no reason to do anything without doing it 100% all the time, every time. But yeah, we're the same way in relationships. We're the same way in our home, how we do our job, our relationships, 100%. Which is really good in a relationship, but for the partner, it can also be kind of exhausting if they're not similar to you. My man is the opposite of me, which I said in another video. He's an INFP. So he likes a lot of alone time. INFPs can kind of be seen as a little more lazy, like in the mind of ENTJ, because we're so determined or we're working on things. We like progression. Whereas an INFP is a lot more in their own head, a lot more in their mind and their thoughts and feelings. Yeah, I guess ENTJs are more physical as far as getting things done and move forward. So yeah, we can wear out certain partners because we're intense. We're intense people. We really are. But not that we. Something I really like about my man is that he, in a sense, as my opposite, I'm so intense and he's so calm. And ENTJs can sometimes mirror who they're around. Like if I'm around someone who's like real dominant and has like an underlying aggression, which is kind of like myself. I would not. Well, if aggression is the right word, but real dominant. And if they're coming up with a little edgy, that's going to start raising edginess and defensiveness in me. So I'm picking up on it. And ENTJs will not. If someone confronts them, ENTJ will not back down. They're not going to back down. We're going to set it straight or intimidate the person or just give them some words for them to reflect on. So being with an INFP, really calm demeanor, sometimes too calm because with that can come quietness. And since I'm very, very social and like to talk, especially with my partner, that can kind of leave me out a little bit. But with his calmness, that allows me to be calm, allows me to relax. Sometimes help me be like, because he'll tell me, it doesn't have to be done now. Everything does not have to be done this minute. Which to me is like, there's no better time than now, because if I get something done, I have more time to do what I want to do. Whereas I put stuff off, which he's really prone to do, is put things off. That to me will become a stressor, so I'm going to have more things to do later. Like I like doing things, but I don't like having to do them because I took too much time in putting things off. But yeah, we're not really procrastinators. We're really not. No. Okay. Okay. If you're a male being with an ENTJ female, I think it takes a special kind of man. If you have insecurities about yourself, about relationships, be careful. ENTJ females are really dominant. We just are. It can sometimes be seen as being controlling. And I have been told that. Ryan's told me that I can be controlling. And I don't feel like I'm being controlling. I feel like I am determined. And I want him to know exactly what I'm thinking. And as an INFP, they're pretty stubborn. And they're not going to do anything they don't really feel like doing. Even sometimes if it helps out their partner. That was my phone. Don't check your phone. It's fine. They're stubborn. You know, like I'm like, hey, can you do this? Like, okay. Then he won't do it. I'll ask him again and again, and finally, I'll just be like, why the F have you not done this? So I need to give you a fucking treat to do shit. You know what I mean? Which is, see, we can be a dick. You know, if we get irritated, if things are not progressing, if things are stopping us from going forward, that will piss us off because we also see that as disrespect to us. Like the partner intentionally not meeting us on our level, intentionally ignoring our personality type, and our desires, you know what I mean? Which can make us seem a little selfish. So maybe that's an issue we may have. Someone's very, very locked and determined in something very intense. It can be seen in some negative ways for sure. But yeah, you're going to need to be, if you're with an ENTJ female, pretty sure of yourself and at least sure of her. That she is not trying to give you a hard time, not trying to be mean to you, not belittling you. She's just very dominant. And, it's just who she is. She's not trying to, like, manhandle you. She's just super confident. Another thing is, and if you're a dude with an ENTJ female, if you have an aggressive side, don't be with us. Because, okay, if you're mean or bullying an ENTJ female, first of all, fuck you. You shouldn't be bullied to any woman. However, if you have, like, some edginess where sometimes you'll snap at her, like, just get irritated and get mouthy and loud, she's either going to leave you or beat the shit out of you. Like, wait for you to fall asleep and be like, what the fuck up? Like, no, I was kidding. Well, maybe. But she's not going to take that shit. We do have a heart and emotions very deep. And if you turn on us like that, you're unleashing a little monster in her. I promise you that. She's not going to take that kind of disrespect. We're ladies. Treat me like a lady, because that's what I am. And as being a dominant lady, a very confident, forward one, do not make that mistake. Because you will remember that mistake the rest of your damn life. So, don't be that a-hole. Okay. With any woman. Seriously. Anyway. Yeah, I wrote a little note here. It says, if you bite an ENTJ female, you might get eaten. So, okay. Let's see. Doesn't mean that we're aggressive, because we're really not. Especially in a relationship, we're not aggressive. In fact, we'll take a lot of crap out of nonsense, really, from our partner because we're so dedicated and because we're so actually loving, even though we're not really emotionally forward type people. We are pretty excellent lovers, I would say. Things are very intimate, very real, very strong with us because we're so dedicated. What the hell was I saying? Well, crap. Anyway. Yeah. I was going somewhere, but... Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. We're pretty stubborn. It's not that we're really stubborn. Well, maybe it is. But if we have a view on something and your view is different from ours in a relationship, we don't really care. Which is good, I think. Because you don't really have to. That's less arguments. If you're like, well, I think this, and here's why, we might not really care. Because if we don't think that, that's just not a fact. Whatever we believe to us is a fact. We're based on logic and what we know. It's a fact to us. Until freaking God beams down some knowledge on our shit that's like visual and physical, oh, I guess I was wrong. Now I know this. You know what I mean? But if we believe it, we think it, that's going to be a fact to us. And nothing you say argumentatively is going to change that. We also are not going to argue with you to make you think and believe what we think and believe. If you don't think or believe that, that's fine. If you're wrong, I don't really care. Like, that's how we think. Okay, if you want to believe that, you're wrong, but that doesn't bother me. You know, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're not going to give you a hard time about not agreeing with us. It's fine. We don't care. It's a good trait, I think. You know, it's kind of funny that we're like, oh well, you're wrong. You know, it's just how we are. It's how we're wired. But we're not gonna be negative to you about it, unless you're being a jerk to us, trying to tell us, well, here's why you're wrong in our face. Then we're gonna put you in our soup, man. So, okay. Last page of notes, thank God. Let's see here. We really like to do things together with our partner. We like to be really involved. We like to talk about serious things together. And what I like to do the most, really, is just shoot the shit. Like, hang out on the couch, have a snack, in my slippers and my pajamas, and just be able to both read together. Not like I'm reading to you, that's kind of gay, but not supposed to sit there with, each a novel and just read or watch a movie, hang out, chit chat, just be goofy. And we like to just be with you and have fun with you and be real with you. That's really important to us, is that connection. Because if we're with you, you're our friend, you're our buddy, we like you. It's not just the romantic side. We have to really be friends with you and like you. That's important. That might seem like an obvious thing, but surprise, a lot of relationships are actually not like that. Let's see. Okay. We want you to really be interested in having time with us. That's really important. There has to be both sides doing 100% and meeting in the middle. I think we have fallen sometimes as taking over a lot of work in a relationship because we're so dedicated, and if the other person is not quite there where we are, they might recede a little bit, which is a problem. We need to recognize that and figure out where each of us are and what we each want. And if it's not the same thing, in any relationship, you might want to step back or reevaluate some things. But yeah, extremely loyal. We're loving. We're not really emotionally connected super well as far as verbally and like up front, really. But we say what we mean what we say. And if we say, you did a good job, you look great, I love you, we mean it. We're not going to feed you some line. We don't got time for that shit, We're very honest, truthful, because we're so blunt and to the point and confident. We're just truthful. We have no reason to lie, because we're blunt, which is a good trait, I think, because that honesty is the number one important thing in a relationship, is being honest. Because if you're not honest, you got nothing anyway after that. So, but yeah, that's kind of what it's like to be with us. We're kind of a lot to handle, but I think we are pretty awesome. No, we're really good in relationships, because if you're with an ENTJ and you're all the way in, you're dedicated and you love them and you're sensitive. We are sensitive. It might not seem that way, but we are sensitive, especially me as a woman. Especially if you're my man, I am very sensitive to what you say to me, because you are so important and I'm dedicated to you. Your words have a lot of weight. Even if it seems that I'm so tough or, so confident, and your words are a lot. So keep that in mind. We're women. Just because we're kind of guy-ish, because we're, have a lot of male traits, we are women. We're sensitive, and we are feminine. So yeah, keep that in mind. You have little hearts too. Yeah, it's kind of all I have for you today. That's probably kind of all over the place, but whatever. I took a nap, alright, woke up and not totally here yet. But yeah, leave some questions or comments below. I might get back to some of them or whatever. Hope you have a nice day, and I hope this was pretty informational for you about ENTJ. It might be a little overwhelming, especially up front in the beginning, but when you really get to know us in a deep relationship, we are in it for the long haul. And if you are, then that could be a really good relationship, really strong. I think we are actually I think number 1 or 2, like INTJ, ENTJ, for lasting relationships. If we're in, we're not likely to leave if the other person is dedicated as well. Yeah. Anyway, take care. Bye.